Hey, good Friday morning, GCF. This is one, two, three things for this Friday. And want to start right off with thing number one, which is Back to Church Sunday, which was this past Sunday. We had a combined attendance of about 500 for Back to Church Sunday. Just under 400 of those were people who came to worship with us in the 300 North Lexington building. About 40 to 45 of those were regular GCFers who were actually outside working shifts at the outdoor portion of Back to Church Sunday. And then Leanne Williams, who coordinated the outdoor portion of Back to Church Sunday, estimated that probably anywhere from 50 to 70 people saw our banner outside, saw what was going on along East College Avenue, and just parked their car and came on over and joined us. And so all of that's really good. So we're estimating that we had about 500 people on Back to Church Sunday when you combine all of that together. And that's about 40 more than we had on Back to Church Sunday last year. So just want to say thanks to everyone who helped out with that, and to all of you who really got the word out and invited people back to church this past Sunday. So thing number one is Back to Church Sunday. Thing number two are community outreach events. And there's sort of items A and B here as I talk to you about community outreach this morning. Item A are some of the other things we have planned for this fall by way of community outreach. And so on Saturday, October 15th from 4:30 to 6:30, our children's ministry department under Penny Mansur's direction is going to be having another family fun fest on the downtown green here in Wilmore. You'll be hearing more about that. Leanne Williams, who's going to become our Director of Community Outreach Events, that's a volunteer sort of position within the church. She is looking into what GCF can do to participate and bless the community around Halloween. And then at Christmas, on Friday, December 2nd, the Friday before Old Fashioned Christmas, GCF is hosting a free community concert that we're calling Christmas in the Bluegrass with a group called Chosen Road that we're bringing in, and that'll be over at the 300 building, just a free community concert just to thank the community and to show our community that we love Wilmore, that we love our part of Jessamine County. That's item A under number two. Item B under number two is just a word about GCF's finances as it relates to community outreach, because those of you who look at our budgetary reporting in the weekly each Sunday will notice that right now we're running about $15,000 ahead on our budget. And I can honestly say we have been one of the few churches I know of over the last 2 years that has consistently run ahead of our projected giving. And so just first of all, a thanks to those of you who give sacrificially and who really believe in tithing and giving and in the ministry that we do together. I mention this because we don't just sit on $15,000 in the bank. Our budgets at GCF have typically been shoestring budgets, and when we have that extra money coming in, it allows us to do other things that normally we wouldn't be able to do. So, for example, Back to Church Sunday, and some of these other community outreach events that are coming up this fall, those are things that we do with that extra giving that's coming in. So what you give turns around and goes pretty much right back out to ministry that we couldn't do otherwise if we were not giving above and beyond our projected giving. So just a thanks for that, because you guys giving is allowing us to do things to bless our community and to invite people to life in the kingdom of God that we couldn't do otherwise. So that's where that money goes. It's not just sitting somewhere. And just a thanks to those of you who give above and beyond for making it possible for us to work on leading people to faith in Jesus and inviting people to life in the kingdom of God. So that's thing one, Back to Church Sunday. Thing two are other community outreach events and how that relates to our financial giving here at GCF. And thing number three is this Sunday we'll be continuing in the League of Judges series. We'll be looking at a certain part of the story of a judge named Gideon, and maybe talking a little bit about what it is for God to take us in our reluctance and turn us into heroes anyway. So guys, that's all for this week for 1, 2, 3. Hope the weekend is awesome for you guys, and I'll see you Sunday if I don't see you around town before then.